Straight back to the Crucible now here on BBC Two, theatre of dreams and indeed nightmares.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Snooker Extra, extended highlights of the first round of the 2018 Betfred World Snooker Championship. Our featured match tonight is an all-Chinese affair as world number 3 Ding Junhui gets his campaign underway against Xiao Guodong. 9 frames to play in this session. Commentary from John Virgo and Ken Doherty.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Ding Junhui to break.
Ding Junhui gets this first round match underway, and as Rob Walker said when he was introduced, Ken, he certainly inspired a generation of Chinese players.
Yes, absolutely. He's been the flag bearer for mainland China for sure, and I think we've had 9 Chinese players represented here at the Crucible over the years. There's another one, and a very, very good player as well, Xiao Guodong. They practice at the same academy down at Sheffield United's training centre. Snooker Academy down there. And, so they know each other's game inside out. And it's always a tough, I mean, even as an Irishman, when I used to play Irish players, John, like it was always that little bit more intensity, a bit more sort of, I don't know, pressure, you know. And I don't know whether Ding will feel it against his fellow countrymen or not today. It remains to be seen.
Yeah, and I suppose that practicing or being in the same practice facility, you get used to him, so he probably doesn't have the fear of Ding Junhui as lots of players would have.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. I think the familiarity aspect.
Was he left this red? Well, the red certainly goes. It's whether he can get past the other red to get to it. Oh, clearly. Yeah, and didn't have to do much with the cue ball to get position on the blue. So first chance now to Guodong.
And of course, Xiao Guodong came through the qualifying school down at the English Institute, won 3 matches and won them very comprehensively, John. I was just having a look. Chris Totney beat 10-3, Meiji Wen 10-4, and his final match he beat Adam Duffy 10 frames to 1, so obviously in very, very good form.
Yeah, you always think of the qualifiers as a double-edged sword, but having won 3 matches, and there's nothing
12
better for your confidence than getting a string of wins under your belt.
I'm sure he'll leave a nice angle on yellow or green here. Well, he's gone for the blue. He was shaping up initially to
13.
Possibly take the green, but now straight into the pink. He's just got to be careful there are no plants in the middle of that pack.
He's okay. It looked for a moment that he was going to be on nothing, but
18.
there was a red came across the table, and then that cue ball just flicked it, and it flicked another one, and it's on. And that's all you can hope for. And look at the reds, how they spread. What a chance.
$19.
Well, that was a nice little shot. I know it didn't look much, but we judged the pace of it, and a few players, you know, playing the first frame and any of their matches have struggled with the pace of these table. He's top side of the blue, perfect to get back down for these reds. And just watch this. I know it's a simple little shot, but you can just put a little bit too much side and end up between the bulk and the colours and the blue. We'll try and get the pink maybe on its spot here. Definitely
24.
wants the black on its spot at some stage, but he's got a good angle from this red to try and nestle behind the pink.
$25.
Yeah, just
31.
jabbed at that a little. Didn't come back as far as he would like. Just didn't really get the cue through enough to get the backspin he wanted. He's still got this red to the left corner, but having to play an alternative because he feels that this will give him a better chance of position.
32.
He doesn't really want to be playing for the black at the moment. In fact, it wouldn't bother him at all if he could win the frame without playing the black. The pink's available in at least 2 pockets. Well, does this red immediately below the pink go to the left middle?
37.
If it doesn't, he's on nothing. Oh, it does. Now, can he get to it? That's the next question. Don't know what he was sizing up before. It's the red that should be given due care and attention. And then it goes. So it nearly went badly wrong. But now, back on course to win the frame at this visit.
Yeah, delicate little shot, wasn't it? And as you said, John, he has the pink open into
44.
at least 3 pockets now, and you just concentrate on reds and pinks here. Again, that was a
45.
little jabby. There's one thing about a lot of the Chinese players, they wear some fancy shoes, John. What do you think of these?
51.
Very nice. And
52.
He's just not got good control, this cue ball, at the moment. I think there's still a little bit of tension in the arm. They're more like a slipper, aren't they, than a normal shoe. Hardly any heel.
A house shoe.
Yeah. Well, that was a good shot. Played it positively. So 58 points the lead, just looking for
58.
red cover red now. He doesn't really want to play for the black, as we said before, but I'm not certain he's guaranteed good position on the pink here off this red, so he may have to play for the black.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't land straight on the black, I think there's plenty of room off the cushion.
$59.
Yeah, purposely ended up low on the black, so he's just got to stun the black in and up for the red, just above the black spot to the left.
Just this black and one more red required. No problem. Well, you couldn't hope for a better start than this. And this red took us 67 ahead
66.
with just 59 remaining. All came about by a
67.
containing safety from Ding Junhui, but the red just trickled over the middle.
Yeah, it was a loose one, really. It should have been covered, even if the red was going towards that middle. It was quite a careless shot from Ding Junhui, and it's cost him this first frame.
73. $74. $81. $82.
Oh, well, what a pity.
Xiao Guodong,
I think he's
82.
going to start the match off with a century, but 82 will do. And Xiao Guodong leads the number 3 seed, Ding Junhui, by 1 frame to 0.
It's the shot that Ding would normally be very strong at. Potting this red down around the back of the black. Didn't expect it to go in there. Almost. Quite a way, long way away from that.
Yeah, and you just get the feeling, I know it always looks that way when a ball doesn't go in a pocket, but he seemed to hit that a lot harder than he needed. And probably put a bit of an unintentional side on, which pushed the cue ball into the red. That's why he hit it too full. So he's not having to work too hard for his chances, isn't Xiao? Got the first chance in the opening frame. First good chance in this.
Could play on brown or black here.
6. $7.
Now this is the one time you'd love to be straight on the black. If he is, he can pot the black and screw back. Well, he's perfect. Screw back for the red, just to the left of the black. And of course this is the important red to get out of the way, because it now makes the black available into both corner
40.
pockets. Decent chance.
$15. $22. 23.
Yeah, played that reasonably well. He's loosened the red somewhat. Not as much as he would have liked, but he's got a good position on the black. That was the important thing.
$30.
Now needs a little
31.
cannon. And just one good cannon here will release 2 or 3 reds available. That's okay. That's good. Okay, he's hampered, but he doesn't have to
38.
do anything with the cue ball. Just drop this red in, automatically be on the black. Well, maybe Ken a bit more of a stretch than I thought.
Oh,
39.
it certainly wiped its feet, that red. Have a look at this.
Wiped its feet and not 3 times. Dear me.
That previous shot with the black knocked another couple of reds
46.
into play. The 2 on the left-hand side of the packer, both available. So
47.
as he ended up 2 straight, maybe the red on the right-hand side to the right of the pink in the open may pot into the left centre.
$54.
And when he pots this red, the red at the bottom of the pack will pot as well. So he doesn't need any more cannons here to win the frame from this visit. And this is a very, very impressive start. And as I say that,
Xiao 54.
it's the commentator's course, John. I couldn't see him missing that one.
No, but it was always on that far jaw. But we live to regret that.
There's one thing I've noticed, John, over the first couple of days, that those shots into the middle pocket, they're not falling towards the near jaw like they would have done in previous years.
So, a round of applause. Very popular player is Ding Junhui, and I think he really caught the imagination of the public in last year's semi-final when he conducted himself absolutely superbly in one, as I say, one of the great matches. Certainly one of the best semi-finals ever. I'm sure he didn't expect this chance.
6.
Well, he was just eyeing up a possible red and maybe developing the pink, but I don't think that would be ideal just now.
$7.
Didn't want to be straight on this black, so maybe only can take the red that's closest to the left center pocket. It's gone slightly awry.
14.
Yeah, this looks simple, but it's tricky, this. Got to be accurate. If you miss it, you leave it. But
50.
nicely played, but of course, because he wasn't perfect on the red, that cue ball is now starting to travel distances that you wouldn't prefer, but there is a red that's available into the right corner so he can straight down. And now imperative in potting this red, he gets a good angle on the black, because this is the last of the
70.
open reds. And still he's 37 points behind.
He's just having a quick look to see if he can actually get on the pink here into the right centre. Maybe a better option, but he doesn't want to be straight on the pink. He has to leave an angle. So a nice angle on pink or black here.
18.
Now I think he has the angle just about, and he can pot the pink and just dislodge a red here and bring them, maybe bring the 3 of these reds into play here. It could have worked out better.
$24. $25.
Nicely controlled and held nicely for the blue. Again, may elect to go into either brown or pink here, just to try and, doesn't have to hit it with too much pace. He's got to judge this nicely.
Yeah, I think in an ideal world you'd like to sort of hit the brown quarter ball and then kiss the pink quarter ball, wouldn't you? Well, it looks as though he's going to play for one of the loose reds. No cannon.
Oh,
He's overhit that somewhat.
30.
I mean, you'd have a tendency to think there he had a bit of a bounce, but as soon as he hit the blue, his body language told me he felt he'd hit it too hard. And in the end, that poor positional shot
Ding Junhui, 30.
has caused him to miss, and he's not got away with it. And Xiao Guodong comes to the table still with a 24-point lead, and he's got a red to the middle.
yeah, I think he missed the trick there, Ding. He could have gone into, it was a big target, could have taken a chance, gone into the pack. Bit of noise on the other table, just came at the wrong time there for Xiao Guodong. Something you have to contend with here, though.
Yes, it's all about, this is the ultimate test. That's worked out pretty good, that. The red just to the right of the brown, which is, you think, the one that could give him a chance of getting back to the baulk cushion, but in playing it, he may just flick the brown as well, which could take the pace out of the cue ball. And in an effort not to kiss the brown, hit the red much too thin. Another chance for Ding.
One.
Oh, he's let the cue ball slip there. He's lucky he's on this blue into the right centre. May have to play a delicate little cannon on the black or the brown here. Nice shot. Very well played.
6.
Yeah, the only slight problem I can see here for Ding is that the way that brown has gone near the black spot, he can't really play for the black at the moment. He'd tie the black and the brown up. So that's why he's playing for the brown. Get that back up the other end of the table. It's only a nuisance down here.
Great chance to steal the frame. He's going to need red.
11.
And all the colours up to the pink.
12.
There's the angle on the black. He's down quick enough to it, so it must be good. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. Excellent positional shot from black to yellow.
19. $21.
Yeah, the pink is the ball, isn't it, John?
Yeah, as you say, Ken, he needs up to and including the pink, but if he get... I always think now the key shot... Well, he's played
24.
a bad shot off the green. Never mind, I was going to say the key shot's going to be from brown to blue. If he gets the perfect angle on the blue, he can drop in behind the pink. Gotta give this brown now due care and attention. He's missed it. Well, I know it's early on in this match, but what
24.
a frame this could be. Xiao Guodong has had 2 opportunities, and Ding Junhui has let him off the hook there.
Oh, he got down to play that brown very, very quickly indeed.
4.
What a chance missed.
Yep, and Xiao Guodong still needs blue and pink.
It certainly would have been a great steal
9.
for Ding Junhui, and there'd be no heroics with this pink. He'll just drop it in dead weight, give it a chance to get into the pocket. Doesn't have to hit this with any pace at all, but what a frame and what a let off.
Absolutely, and unlike a lot of players today, Xiao Guodong doesn't have the advantage of being able to play it left-handed, so with the rest, but as you say, just dead weight, let gravity take over. In it goes, and he'll be a mighty relieved young man. I'm sure he was sat in his seat a few moments ago thinking he'd lost that frame. But Ding Junhui played a poor positional shot from green to brown, and it stopped him in his tracks, and he trails 2-0. Half-hearted attempt at the pot. In fact, I'm not even certain he played the pot there. But he needs a frame, and quick.
Xiao Guodong is dictating this safety battle at the moment. Got to be careful of a double kiss here.
As he was coming down there, Xiao, he looked at this red that's just above the black. I think it may be available to the middle, but he may feel it's too risky. That, I mean, if he could play it and the only red he could leave was the one he was playing, it might be worth a go, but he thinks he can find the top cushion and use the green as the blocker here. And that puts Ding Junhui in a spot of bother.
Yeah, he's always had the best of it. Let's have a look at Ding's view. There you see. Snooker on the main pack. You can see that red just to the right of the pink. But that one's fraught with danger. Very difficult to get back the ball from there. But it may be his only option. If he comes down the right hand side of the table and tries to go off 2 cushions and nestle into the pack of reds, it's very dangerous as well, because there's plenty of loose reds around, so, and particularly that one above the black.
Yeah, he's going to have to be very precise. Well, it's one of those, I think, that as we look at over a minute now, shot time. Possible 2 cushion and try and hit that red just to the right of the blue. If you catch it half ball, then the cue ball could run to the baulk cushion, but he's looking at that gap between green and blue, and it doesn't look too inviting to me. Certainly don't see a path back to baulk.
Well, this is a possible shot, but as I said, it's fraught with danger, and he must nestle on those reds, and it's almost like a touching ball. But even then, it's a little bit short. There's a couple of reds at the bottom of that pack of 5, and if he overhits it, a couple of reds to the right centre. So that's why it's such a difficult shot. He hasn't even contemplated playing this shot I put up.
Yeah, well over 2 minutes thinking time. It always reminds me, of course, of Ted Lowe's, the late great Ted Lowe, when he said, there is a time limit on how long you've got to play a shot, but nobody knows what it is. Which about sums it up here. He'll do well to get this safe.
He's going to try and nestle on the red just above the black. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, he flipped it. He'll have to settle for that. He was in deep, deep trouble. It's not entirely safe. But boy, the cue ball could have finished up in a lot worse places. Just rubbed past it. It's a bit thicker. He leaves it.
Yeah, well worked out. Lovely touch. Gudong shaking his head there. He can't believe it. He thought he was at least going to get some sort of chance. And that is an excellent escape. And it's very difficult to get it back to baulk from here, John. So he may only be able to play a contained and safety shot. If he does that, Ding could put him back in trouble. So it's a double whammy.
Well, that can't be a good shot, surely.
Touching ball.
Does this red not go to the left corner? Well, if it does, and it looked to me like it did, what a careless shot that is.
Well, it must go because of Ding's reaction. Wow. Just about.
One.
And what an opportunity Ding has given Gudong here.
Eight.
Well, I don't know what he was playing, Ding Junhui. He was rolling into the reds, but I just think he hit the wrong red.
I think you're absolutely right.
9.
He wanted to run past that red and he just flicked it. And there you go. Oh my dear. My goodness. And the way he's been playing when he's got in amongst the balls, I know in the last frame missed that what was comparatively
60.
easy ball into the middle. He's looked very good in these situations. And not overawed by the occasion, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's got good cue ball control. He doesn't, you know, let the cue ball get away from him too much. Oh, yeah, you won't believe how easy he's got in here. May go up for the reds in the middle of the table, and up for the blue. I'd love to get rid of that red just to the right of the blue, but the one just below it is probably his choice here. Put this into the right centre. Maybe on the one
24.
to stay on the black, but I think the one into the right centre and try and put a couple of reds and blues. All the time building a nice little lead. And that's worked out perfectly.
25.
Yeah, there's a lot of times that people ask us how many shots in advance do you look. I think when you get in this situation, all you're going to try and do is get on the next ball and leave yourself an angle so you can manoeuvre the cue ball. And as you say, Ken, just
30.
build up the points. And what now? Probably another 5 reds needed to clinch this frame
31.
with colours. And a 3-0 lead.
$35. 36.
There's the red on the right hand side here in the open will probably be his next shot. Playing it into the left centre. He's on it nicely.
41. $42.
Again, he doesn't have to play a cannon here. He's got a red below the pink and to the right. That's on into the right centre. Oh, wow. Well, he was concentrating so much on his position. He's forgot about the pot. Just trying to hold it for that red into the right centre, and that's a let off.
Yeah, tried to pinch a bit, didn't he? Tried to pinch too much. 30 points behind Ding Junhui as he comes to the table.
1.
He had a chance in the last frame to steal. Didn't do it. He doesn't really want to let this opportunity slip.
8. 9.
That didn't go into the middle of that pocket. It's in. I really feel Ding must win this frame from this position just to settle down in this match.
16.
We did see another big favourite, Ronnie O'Sullivan, lose the first 4 frames in his opening match to Stephen Maguire,
17.
but eventually come back. But can't give too many players a good lead, even in a best of 19. And although the last frame
23.
would have hurt Ding, this will hurt his opponent even more, I feel.
$24.
Points now all square.
30. $31. $37. $38.
Nicely on the green. He got his lifeline and he looks like he's duly taken
41.
it. What a let off from
43.
his opponent, Xiao Guodong. He'll be reeling in his chair. Should have been going into a 3 frames to 0 lead, and he's got his opponent now off the mark, you would feel.
46.
Yeah, it's just this brown needed, and to be fair, Kenny, considering he's lost the first two frames, he's taken these really well, hasn't he?
50.
Yeah, he certainly has, and this will settle him down, John. You spoke about winning your first frame, but just the way he lost that second frame and
55.
the mistake he made at the beginning of this frame, this is good response from the world number 3.
61.
He got a bit of help from his
68
opponent, Xiao Guodong, but when the
Ding's
chance
in
came, he duly took it. Ding is off the mark. It's still Xiao Guodong who leads by 2 frames to 1.
Ding's in Wheater break.
And not the best break-off shot from Ding Junhui there. Left this obligatory 3/4 ball pot. Not much to do with the cue ball to finish on the black. But he's missed it. He'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, it's quite a long way away from it, really, wasn't he? And what's worse, he's left this red on. Should be able to hold for the black here.
1.
Just a touch aside, just to slow the pace of the cue ball down. The red below the pink pots into this
8.
bottom right hand corner pocket.
Nine.
You can play a delicate little cannon on the red that's closest to the pink, just to the right. You can just push that out of the way and it'll still be on one of those two reds just below it. He's very good at these little shots, delicate little cannons, but very precise. Well, I built him up there, and what does he do? Always the same, John, eh?
50.
Yeah, but I agree with you. He's usually very good at that type of shot. But that one went wrong.
Ding Junhui, 50.
That's such a good start to this match, did Xiao Guodong. He just looks to have slightly gone off the boil. I mean, he lost the last 2 frames, having made breaks of 42 and 43. So he had chances, just couldn't take advantage of it. Didn't want to risk going to the ball, Ken, but he could have played it better than that. He's left the red to the left centre.
One.
Won't miss many of those type of shots. No pressure on them really. And now, will he take the yellow into the bunch, or will he try and get on the loose red? He's going to get on the loose red. Needs to slow down. This cue ball needs to slow down.
3.
Just about.
Four.
The red directly above the black will pot. And if you can get a nice angle after potting this black on that red, he may be able to bring a few more into play. Well, no, he doesn't have the angle this time. But when he pots this, the one next to it will be released
11.
and open into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. One of the best break builders in the game is Ding Junhui. There's no doubt about that. When he gets going. Great to watch, isn't he, John? When, you know, with the shots around the pink and black, he's like one of the best that's ever played the game.
Oh, absolutely. 90. And just signs, I feel, Ken, that he is starting to get going. Picking up the pace now. He was at 23, well, average 23 seconds a shot, but he has had a couple of occasions where he's taken over 2 minutes to try and solve a problem. But normally you would expect him to be in the high teens. Oh, that's worked out nice. He puts his hand up and apologises. He was nearly on nothing, but he just flicked this red.
27.
Just watch the red near the left cushion. He just flicks it, and that makes it available to the right middle.
$28.
Yeah, back in prime position now. Yeah, just looking at his career centuries thing, 473. He's up with probably the top 5 or 6 people that's ever played the game. 147 6 times. Centuries will probably tell a little bit of a story of how well he's played this year. 36 he made last year, only 20 so far this year. But when he gets going, one of the best in the business. Great to watch. Just checking to see was the 2 reds below the pink spot available.
42. 43.
Well, if the bottom one doesn't go, although he's been a little bit careless there. Just the wrong side of straight as far as he's concerned. And it's caused him to make a positional error. 65 points of lead,
50.
but still 75 remaining.
Well, that was very poor, John, wasn't it, by his standards? He had a look at the 2 reds that were below the pink. All he had to do was roll the cue ball in, keep it straight for the pink into the right centre. Well, when you can pop balls like that into the middle, doesn't make much of a difference. Great shot. And that's a frame winner. That's some red.
Yeah, and we've been saying so far in this championship
58.
how tight those middle pockets seem to be playing. But
59.
no problem for Ding, and beginning to pick up the pace and looking a lot more confident now. Just about on the red, I feel.
65. 66.
His highest break so far in the match has been a break of 68 in frame 3. So that betters that.
73. 74.
'Delightful positional shot
81.
there. Nudging the other red towards the corner. He knows all the tricks.
'89. 90.
There's been 16 centuries already in the championship.
97.
This looks like number 17 coming up.
99.
Green for the ton. Beautifully played and warmly appreciated by this packed Crucible Theatre. Ton up.
106.
Make that career centuries 474.
111.
It's been excellent. Only out of position once, John, and then created that wonderful red to the middle pocket to keep the break going.
117.
Yeah, that was, well, as you said at the time, that was the frame winner and set him up for this beautiful break that he's compiled of 124. And Ding Junhui, after losing the first two frames, is now in front, 3-2.
Four more to play in this session, and of course, both players will be hoping that they have at least some sort of lead going into their second session. That's a slight mistake. There's this red cut into the left center pocket.
Well, it's certainly a thin one, but I think it does. You feel sure though he's going to run into the blue, so I'm not guaranteed position on the colour. No, was it that thick he avoided the blue? Problem here in playing the green, he'd like to swing it round off two cushions, but he's got to avoid a kiss on the blue if he's trying that. And did. Well, that was a beautiful positional shot. He's firing on all cylinders now.
Five.
He's perfect on the black, red directly above it, just below the pack of reds, pots of course. Oh, doesn't hit that too well. But he'll certainly be bringing more reds
12.
into play when potting this red.
13.
Awkward queuing, and considering that, he's played it pretty well if he can get past the pink. Now can he?
20.
Can he hit enough of the red? It's very tight. Could just.
21.
And played it nicely. Now it's a choice of green, but he'd like the blue back on its spot. All the better for break building.
$26. 27.
Slight angle on this black. It's too hard.
34.
Yeah, as you said, Ken, slight angle on the black, so what he was playing was a stun to force it round off the 2 cushions, but putting that extra pace in because he was stunning it. That's why he's run too far. Excellent recovery, but he needs that cue ball to stop short of the baulk line.
35.
And it just about has. So he's on the brown. And there you see it.
Brown ball.
Right in the heart of the pocket. Pot success. 92%. Xiao Gudong now down at 87%, and that's probably reflected in the scoreline. He's gone into
39.
the reds. He'll be unlucky if he's not on one. You think he's on this one to the right corner. Will it not go? Well, if it doesn't go, let's end a break. Well, it looks to be touching the other red. I'm not certain. I'm not certain. It didn't go.
Ding Junhui.
It's as simple as that. He talked himself into playing it. Now what a chance for Xiao Gudong here to get right back in this frame and win one, if you like. Against the head, one that he looked certain to lose a few shots ago.
Yeah, that was Xiao's first pot for
8.
30 minutes. He found it a little bit rusty. Let's see what he can do.
9.
He's not happy with that. May have got a slight kick, but still on the black. A little bit more awkward than he would have liked. Five reds
16.
in the open. The 2 reds that are close together, they're not in a potable position. So you'll have to negotiate a little cannon on those at some stage to bring them into play.
$17. $24.
Well, if he could, he'd like to stay in and around the black spot area. The red in the middle of the table, I don't know whether he can play for the black off that. Played that
25.
with a trace of left-hand side to get a nice angle on the black. But as Ken mentioned, those 2 reds that are stuck together, he needs to bring them in the open at some time, because he cannot win the frame without those 2 reds. just 7 points behind now.
32.
If he had a nice angle, it may be worth trying to cannon into those 2 reds now. If he gets it right, it'd still be on the black. This could be the key shot. Played it perfectly.
33.
Played it absolutely inch perfect.
Yeah, good chance now.
40.
Just gone into the lead by a point.
41.
Played it for the blue, but that's okay. He's landed perfectly on it. And this is commendable. As Ken said, he hadn't potted a ball for 30 minutes.
46.
And he's taken these very well. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Xiao, we're done.
Shake of the
46.
head. No excuse for that. I know these middle pockets are nippy, but that really wasn't that close.
That was just pressure, John. Bit of tension creeping in. It's understandable. Wow.
1.
Wasn't the best shot. It's just about gone in, but he's left us cue ball very close to this red. Doesn't have the ideal cueing here. No. It wasn't good.
Ding Junhui, 1.
You feel there's a bit of tension building up in this match, John, already.
Yeah. And it's only the first session. I know we say on many occasions that the seed seems to be under more pressure than the qualifier. Can you put your finger on why that is, you think?
Well, I think just the fact that the seed hasn't played a match, the qualifier has won a few matches, and he has his ranking points. And the seed knows if he loses the first match, even though he gets his prize money, he doesn't get the equivalent of the ranking points. So there's a bit of pressure on him. Nobody wants to go out, of course, in the first round of World Championships as well.
Yeah, you want to be here for the second week, don't you?
Yeah, and you feel like you're involved in the tournament when you're in the last 16. His thing is trying to kick the cue ball over a course table a bit more. This is a bit tricky.
Yeah, it's amazing now the snooker public have warmed to Ding Junhui, isn't it? His English has improved, but also his mannerism around the table. He you know, shares a smile with people. And that could be the frame winner.
He'll be certainly smiling after that one dropping in.
Because he can win this frame now or get to snookers required without requiring the pink, which is the only difficult ball on the table. Just got to be a little bit careful here that with that black being
8.
where it is. He doesn't snooker himself, but surely he won't fall for that.
10.
Must take his time on this one. He played a bad shot on the green, very similar to this in the second frame.
Green, brown, blue to get to snooker's required.
And this frame will certainly hurt his opponent. He had a chance to win it. Missed an easy red to the right centre pocket.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you could say that that's the difference. When Xiao led 2-0 and he was well in front, got a 42 break, he made a mistake. Ding Junhui cleared up with a 68. He had a chance to do similar in this
17.
frame. He hasn't done it. And that's why at the end of this visit there's going to be a 2-frame difference. But this time to Ding Junhui.
22.
16 points the lead. So just roll this pink in or over the pocket. Well, he could have made a better job of it than that.
Ding Junhui, 22.
Well, it's one snooker needed, but for that, Ding Junhui from 2-0 down is 4-2 in front. So Ding Junhui gets frame 7 on the way, and it looks as though he's left a cut to the left middle. Xiao Gudong came round to have a look at the potting angle. And he did. Now he needs this cue ball just to bounce a little bit and give him a nice angle on the yellow, you would have thought. Oh, it's bounced a bit too much. The only way you can get that cue ball now back to the business end is to play a deep screw, ramming the yellow into the middle pocket and screwing off the baulk cushion. That makes the yellow very missable.
Xiao Gudong, 1.
Good cue ball, tight to the baulk cushion. Left a possible pot on for Ding Junhui, but well, this is tough. Close, but it was a tough shot. Now what's he left? Nothing, I don't think. There's a possible chance of a pot here. He's just got to be a little bit careful. I don't think he can avoid a kiss on a second red. And of course, with that ball being adjacent to the left middle pocket, he's got to get into this cue ball. Good shot. And if it stops just on the edge of the D line, he'll have the brown to the middle. And not much to do with the cue ball. Just over 2 hours. It's been interesting. You can't say it hasn't. Frames that could have gone either way. There's been a few of those. But from 2-0
5.
down, the ones that have gone either way have gone to Ding Junhui.
Six.
He's okay, he's on the yellow. Just spun across the face of the blue for a straight red to the right corner. And that will put him nicely on the black. Still a decent chance.
8. Nine.
I
60.
don't think there's any more loose reds here, so
I'm just thinking, Ken, there may just be one in the middle of the bunch. 2 up from the black.
70.
yeah, he could be right, but it looks like he's left the angle on the black here to go into the pack. It's a good split.
That could have worked out better. The problem is, whenever you play this shot, if you
20.
catch the ball full in the face, it takes all the pace out of the cue ball. And he needed, to be honest with you, it's a half ball and a lot more screw than that. He's got this red to the middle, but he missed an easier one in the last frame, which cost him. Will that be in his mind? No problem with that
25.
one, although he didn't try to do too much with the cue ball. Playing for the red on the middle, anything but straight. And he can run through and get a nice angle on the
30.
blue. And that's what he's done. And
31.
I think the red immediately above the black at the bottom of the cluster is available. So he doesn't have to play a cannon.
And
36.
it's imperative now that he gets a good angle on the black after this red. No more loose reds after this one, so. Oh, well. He was concentrating so much on the
Xiao,
positional
36.
side of the shot. Again, missed the golden opportunity there.
But on these super fine cloths, if you just decelerate on that type of shot, you're always going to hit them too thin. And there's just times at the moment now that he's missing when he's in. And at this level, you can't afford to do that. Because you only get so many chances per frame. He's had chances practically in every frame.
Yeah, and it gives your opponent confidence as well, doesn't it?
Well, it just takes a bit of pressure off you, doesn't it, if you think that I can make a mistake and it's not going to cost me.
He's contemplating taking this red on, just using the knuckle of the middle pocket for the cue ball to get top side of the blue. Could play it as a shot to nothing and screw back for a ball colour, but I think he makes the pot a bit easier if he tries to hold for the blue. sure Ding will have a go with this red. You can just stun across, try and get on the black into the same pocket where the red is going. You can only leave the red he's taken on.
One.
I think he thought it was in at first, and then he stopped in his tracks until it dropped. Well, another one.
Ding Junhui.
Decelerating. So both players guilty now of missing good opportunities. An aggressive safety shot, but just a bit too much pace in it. All the reds, well, quite a few of them open now. So one good safety shot could force a mistake from your opponent. You'd think the favourite ball to play would be the one nearest the top cushion. You could knock that to the side cushion, and if you hit it right, could get him behind the yellow. Well, he's played the other one, but he's got a good line here. He's got an excellent line. What about the length? Very good.
Yeah, excellent pace. Ding has got to find a good shot here. You've got to be careful doesn't knock a red over the corner pocket. It's very good. Excellent return.
Yeah, great reply that was. Just at first glance, Xiao Guodong may be forced into playing the pot here. I don't see a safety. And if he knocks it in, he'll be on the black. Yeah, but those type of shots are not going in. He's missed a few of those. And now he gives a half chance to Ding Junhui.
One.
And he takes the half chance. Still got a bit of work to do though, with those three reds clustered below the pink. And particularly with that positional shot. He can pot this red.
8.
But he wanted to be on it so he could control the cue ball and be nicely on the black. It's a thin cut back into this corner pocket.
Yeah, very hard to keep control of the cue ball. He's got to miss the black. No. Yeah, no control there. It was a poor shot on the black, it has to be said.
One.
I'm sure the bottom red of the two, John, goes.
Yeah, and if it does, then in potting that, you make the other one, the one closest to the pink, available. Looks a pretty straightforward run to the line, but, well, take nothing for granted now.
Eight.
We'll be able to nudge the red away from the pink here. Make it even
Nine.
easier to get on. So this black, another red and a black, and we'll be at the snooker's required stage.
Sixty.
Red and the black will put him 52 points in front with 51 remaining. Well, I decided to go up for the blue.
17.
And as long as you got the angle, then he's just looking for one more red. This blue puts him 50 points in front with 51 remaining. Personally, I'd have played for the black, but that's only personal choice. Doesn't want to be hampered by the brown.
22.
So this frame ball.
$23.
Well, he won the first two frames, lost the next four.
Yeah, he's held himself together well here.
28.
Looked to be reeling a little bit. This will just what the doctor ordered.
29.
In this frame, settling back down again.
Yeah, he's needed a couple of chances to win these frames, which is a bit concerning. But then, having said that, Ding Junhui started to miss when he was in, so you know you can't criticise him and not the other man. Doesn't matter about the black.
Xiao Guodong, 29.
Xiao
And a frame.
Guodong now just one behind, 4-3 Ding.
Thank you, frame 8. Xiao Guodong to break.
Xiao Guodong gets frame 8 underway. Remember 9 to be played in this first session. He's not left a pot on, so nowadays we consider that as a good break-off.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few break-offs this afternoon. That red has popped its head out there for potting. Now he's having a look at this red along the top cushion, but boy, is this tough. Yeah, didn't go for it, but I don't know what he played. Whatever it wasn't very good.
Well, if you're going to play that, Ken, you play to rattle the red in the jaws and send it up the table. Not have it come back at the cue ball. Schoolboy error.
1.
Gone too far for the blue, so taking the yellow down towards the reds on the right hand side of the table.
Three.
Just hoping to stun it for the blue, but overshot it. He's still okay.
Four.
Well, going into the middle of the pocket
11.
Just so nerves you slightly when they're not.
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't fill you full of confidence, does it, when they're taking the time to drop?
12.
Perfect angle now to play a cannon, and he's as good as anyone at this type of shot. Just watch the reaction he gets on the cue ball.
Yeah, he's just wondering if he gets a full ball cannon on the extreme red of the bunch. Will he be on the bottom red? Hit the wrong red, and that's poor.
Oh, I suffer a bit of what you've been doing. We've been
90.
saying how good he is at getting on, opening the cluster, and he's failed us miserably each time.
Ding Junhui, 90.
Yeah, good shot. That's a telling safety shot there from Ding. Just trying to get this cue ball near the top cushion. Just hit the red a little bit too thin though. Oh, saved by the black. Excellent safety there from Xiao. He's got a path back to the balk end as Ding Junhui, but he's got to hit it just right. Ooh, hit it too thin, that's why he caught the second red, and he'd be lucky to get away with this. And he hasn't. So this safety battle has been won by Xiao. Can he take full advantage of it? Catching that red much too thin. That's why it caught the second red.
One.
Played that nice enough. He'd like to play the blue. Blue on its spot is always a good thing to have. And the reds, in all honesty, couldn't be better spread. And the black will be available sooner rather than later. Could have played that better, but I think he's okay. He's got one to the left middle, as long as he's not
6.
straight on it. Oh, well, he is straight on it. At the perfect angle on the blue, just didn't hit it hard enough. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to be on the red to the right centre. Still have an angle on this red, but he's got to go in and out balk now.
7.
Yeah, and he couldn't afford, as we said, they're quite nippy, these middle pockets. He couldn't afford to try and pinch a bit. So, in and out of balk, missed the balk colours at all costs. Short again, it looks.
12.
He's struggling. Plenty of margin for error there. If anything, he wanted to be overhit it rather than underhit it. If that cue ball continues down in that line, now if he's not on the red into the left centre, there's 2 reds down near the black spot, so he could have hit it considerably more. Got a tricky blind shot into this right hand centre pocket.
I think he's considering playing it into the corner, whichever. It's not as easy as it should have been. No. Good chance.
Down. 12.
Gonna begging.
Yeah, he slumps back into his chair. He's very disappointed there. Now what can Ding make from this? Great pot. Is he on the black?
1.
I don't think so.
Green ball. Things in we 1.
Well, he's not played that very well, but I think the blue may have come to his rescue for the red to the right corner. I think it must have done, because if it hadn't done, he'd have played it by now. So safety, he's looked at a line to try and get in behind the green. Not quite, but a flick off the brown could be handy. Oh, nearly.
Not quite sure whether that red is certainly cuttable into the bottom right hand corner pocket, and he may be able to miss the black on the way back to balk. It's a possibility. Decided against it, trying to get up behind the brown, but if he doesn't get behind the brown, he could leave this red, and that was always the problem. A long way away now. How's his luck this time? It's not too bad. It could have been worse.
Yeah, it certainly could. But I think he can just get cue past the red. Good cueing needed here, though.
One.
Yeah, in the end, decided just to make certain of the pot. Knew he'd have to get out the extended rest and put the extension on his cue, but at least he's got a shot at the black.
Thanks.
And now with a 16-point lead and enough reds in the open
8.
to clinch the frame at this visit, no doubt.
9. Sixteen. 17.
Well, he'll have done well to get himself into
24.
position thing, because he hasn't played at his best. Okay, he's made a break of 124, but break of 68 and
25.
a couple of 30 breaks and well, vintage thing, but definitely winning this frame. He'll have some sort of lead. He'd love to have a 6-3 lead, so it's a very important last frame for both players. More so for Dong, you would feel.
31.
This black will put him 46 points in front. So another red and a colour will be sufficient to get to Snooker's required. Xiao Guodong, well, he's had chances. He's just not
38.
scored enough in the last few frames when he's had those opportunities.
He's
39.
missed the trick here, hasn't he, in this first session, John? Particularly, we go back to frame 3 when he should have won it.
Yeah, I think he can look back and think of a lot of frames that he should have won.
44.
If much, buts and maybes.
45.
Yeah, massive last frame coming up, I feel.
50. 51.
Made the cannon on the red. Unlucky, but frame's over now anyway.
57. 57 and a frame.
Xiao Guodong
Ding
stays
Junhui.
in his chair, nods to the referee. Another frame on the board for Ding Junhui. He leads now by 5 frames to 3.
Thank you. The final frame of this session. Ding Junhui to break.
Referee Brendan Moore tells you exactly the situation. Final frame of this session. Ding Junhui with a 2-frame advantage. At the end of it, will it be 3 or will it be just 1? Usual red available, the one to this right corner. I'm never that happy when a player looks to see what he's leaving if he's going to miss this. I mean, this is a shot that they practice. You've got to go full-blooded for this. Good shot. Maybe didn't hold the cue ball as he would like, but he's still on this black. And just a soft screw here to cannon the red immediately above the black. Don't play it with any pace. Give time for the backspin to take effect. Played it perfectly. Okay, if he's not on the red to the opposite corner, he's on the red that's closest to the cue ball.
8.
See, the thing is, if you hit that shot too hard, you don't give chance for the backspin to take effect. He played it well.
Nine.
Don't think he has the angle on the black to go into the pack and still hold for the loose red. I think he's just going to play for the loose red here. Oh, wow.
Xiao, good down. 9. Settle down, please. Thank you.
Well, that's two similar type of blacks he's missed. It's unforgivable at this level. Shot to the system. And it could be a very costly mistake.
One.
Purposely dropping the red in dead weight, leaving a nice angle on this black now. Oh, he hasn't hit that too well. What a terrible shot.
8.
That's a shocker.
Yeah, I mean, you could have been another foot too far and still been on the red. To be on nothing, as you say, it's a shocker.
Ding Junhui, 8.
He's given his opponent every chance to stay in this match. Well, there was shouts of shots, but I'm not certain that he played it. Let's have a look again. Well, there was no plant there. Two reds onto the third red, went in. But he's missed the brown.
Ding Junhui, 1.
I don't think you can count on anything happening that is obvious here at the moment.
Well, for a guy that's gone 5-3 in the lead, he looks more nervous of the two.
Yeah, maybe he realises the importance of this frame and that 3-frame advantage you could take into the second session tomorrow.
1.
Wrong side of the blue though for Xiao.
Just eyeing up for his best shot. Will he leave it on for the red on the left-hand side of the table or the red on the right-hand side? He's probably better off playing for the red on the left-hand side of the table, being a right-hander. Well, he's going to go in and out of ball. Lots of top spin. Right-hand side. For all the distance that ball
6.
travelled, if he had just rolled it, he probably would have ended up in the same place.
Yeah.
7.
Right side of the blue this time. And to me here, plenty of value in playing a cannon on the 3 reds or the red just to the right of the pink. You can bring the pink into play. You know, I mean, a precise positional shot here is difficult to judge, so play the cannon on the pink. It's got to be the shot. Well, he didn't catch the red full enough. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley.
12.
Yeah, really wanted to hit the pink there, didn't he?
Yeah. He certainly did.
That's end of break. Oh, well, what has he done here?
12.
Dear me. He may have to hang his head again. That was an old song. Remember that? Do you remember that song, Ken?
No. What was it?
Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. It was an old country and western song.
You're not going to sing it, are you?
No, not live on
Thank
air.
goodness.
It was a classic.
Thank you. 1.
He's on the pink here, John, but it's not that straightforward. In fact, he maybe refusing the pink. He's looking at the blue.
The only problem with the blue, he's got to avoid the kiss on the yellow. There's a clear path for the cue ball playing the pink, but this pink is no gimme. But in it goes. Oh, and that's a nice. Well, do you call it a cannon or a kiss? If you play it, it's a cannon. If it's unintentional, it's a kiss. I'll give him the benefit of the
It's
doubt.
definitely a kiss for me.
All right, you won't. Lots of noise coming from the other side of the arena, but
8.
that's what you get at the Crucible Theatre. Adds to the atmosphere, adds to the tension. You've just got to focus on one shot, the shot that's ahead of you, and try and put all that noise out of your mind. And this is a great chance now for Ding Junhui to go into the second
50.
session tomorrow and hold a 3-frame advantage. And having lost the first 2 frames, he'll be very pleased with that.
60. $23.
That was an excellent putt. And
20.
to get up top side of the blue as well. So they're all there for Ding now. Blue puts him 17 points in the lead.
29.
Still going to need 4 of these remaining reds to clinch the frame at this visit.
Thank you.
Can't really see a
30.
problem, but we've thought that a few times in this session and been caught by surprise.
Yeah, and it all came from this unorthodox shot from Gudong and made a complete mess of it, just trying to avoid those
37.
reds, cue ball back to balk, and
Yeah,
because of that, left Ding in.
and there were so many other options.
38.
Maybe he was disappointed the fact that he played a poor positional shot, but you shouldn't let the last shot affect your next one.
Just a loss of concentration, wasn't it? And you can't do that at this level.
No, you can't drop your guard for a moment.
44.
And having had a great start winning the first 2 frames, you wouldn't bet against him being 3 down now at the end of this session. Because Ding Junhui,
45.
after this black, just needs 1 more red. .40 points to lead. If he pots this red,
52.
he goes 41 in front with only 35 remaining.
Thank you. 53.
He's played well in parts, Ding, but he probably still won't be entirely happy with his performance. He'll certainly be happy with the lead that he has going into the second session tomorrow.
59. 60.
Gudon will be very disappointed.
Yeah, you could say that he had Ding Junhui on the
67.
ropes. Could have gone 3-0 ahead, and who's to say what could have happened,
69.
but he didn't, and Ding
72.
Junhui just tidying up. He won't be bothered whether this round is in or not. It'll be a handshake, and see you tomorrow.
72.
And Xiao Gudong, who led 2 frames to 0, will go out very disappointed. He trails the number 3 seed, Ding Junhui, by 6 frames to 3.
And that match concludes at 10 o'clock, and that's when we're back here live on BBC Two. We shall see you then. Until then, bye for now.